Alright. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of iCast, your freaking awesome replays. That's right, it's ICYFAR, it's back, and we are going to be casting the Queue It Up Baby challenge. That's right, where this is the second time we've done this challenge, where players had to try and use the shift command to queue up orders in as creative a way as possible. We'll see what we've got in store for us. Down here in the bottom left-hand side, the Protoss. This is Nbear? With an E on the end? I don't know. Nbear. We're just gonna call you Bear. Down here in the bottom right-hand side, representing Legion, this is the gassiest Zerg. It is Farter. He's gonna be going for a, looks like a 14 Overlord, 14 pool, and a drone across the... Oh, that's a double. It's a double dickhead. There's two drones inside of each other there. You can see they're not perfectly stacked. There's it's two drones in a trench coat right here. You can see there's four pincers at the front. Does the Protoss realize though? I think he should be able to. It's not the most secretive split off in the world, is it? The Protoss player is like, I can see exactly what you're doing, mate. Before the action gets too crazy, guys, don't forget to get your replays in for the next one. He does hide a hatchery in the corner, but it gets found. The next challenge is 3 units to rule them all. Type 3 units into the chat at the start of the game and stick to only using those. Workers, injecting queens, macro queens are excluded. So yeah. Have a go of it, guys. Have some fun, and we'll see exactly what the hell goes on. For now, this drone is going to keep hiding in the extractor. We've got zealots on the way, plenty of probes being pulled. Unfortunately, Nbear is supply blocked on 23 and is so distracted by these drones in this hatchery, doesn't realize is still supply blocked. Another hatchery goes down in the wall. Behind this though, only drones, no zerglings on the way. Cancels this hatch. So this is all a distraction from Farter. And Farter, oh look at that, is queuing the drone. Okay, so using that shift command to queue the drone up. The overlords are also... Okay, this is definitely submitted by Farter. It's just trying to queue these things up as much as possible. Okay, so all of these units, you can see their waypoints. If we select them all over the shop. Shift getting spammed like no tomorrow. And that does keep that drone alive, right? So it doesn't die. This hatchery looks like it'll be dying soon. But guess what? Another hatch goes down in the corner. Behind this, an expansion's on the way, a queen as well. That hatchery gets cancelled there, but the drone gets out. The drone gets out. It's going to go right back in and do it again, isn't it? Oh my god. Protoss is pulling home right now. Protoss actually has a very completely fine one base economy for now, but keeps pulling so many probes off minerals rather than gas for dealing with this, whereas I feel like the minerals are the most important part of the defense, right? And the next step. Protoss is definitely still winning. It feels like he's handling this pretty well, but will they be able to continue? I mean, they've got warp gate, 2 gateways. If they just make 2 more gateways, they could just 4 gate counterattack, right? The problem is 6 workers on 1 gas and a ton of probes not really fighting. At this point, you've got 2 zealots and a stalker. You really don't need to be afraid of these hatcheries at all. So it looks like Nbear has stabilized, and yeah, it's gonna go, hey, I might as well just go kill you now. Makes perfect sense. I'm just gonna 4 gate you, and they have spotted a few extra drones coming down. There's a roach warren up, but Farter has no economy. What is this, 20 workers? This main base isn't even saturated. There's 11 drones on minerals. That's like, not, it's barely 2/3 economy. And is gonna lose an overlord at the front. Oh, Farter's screwed, guys. Farter has a few zerglings here. The overlord scout that was queued up is gonna die. These zerglings are gonna try to like distract or something. They try to, they use intimidation and it kind of works. The zealots and stalkers are staying at home. Meanwhile, more stalkers are warping in on the other side of the map. Nbear here, you can see F2ing the stalkers from the other side of the map and this side of the map. So kind of gonna give away the fact that it's doing a 4 gate. Wait, mate, Nbear, you gotta go kill him. The whole point of the attack is you meant to go kill the Zerg now. And Nbear's been distracted. Nbear's been distracted by 6 slow Zerglings. And now he's going for a Nexus. I thought you were gonna kill him. I mean, I guess maybe you can do both. Zerg, wait, okay, season oval. I mean, that's not bad, but you are kind of giving away the attack, right? Lings are on the way as well as Ling speed, only just now starting. Wait, you can't see across those rocks? Really? Oh, there's a sight blocker underneath them, isn't there? I forgot there's like a bit of gas There's a gas line underneath the rocks, isn't there? Just like that one, there's these little steam vents. Now the Stalkers, the Sentries, the Zealots going to come in. Sentries a little bit random. There's still almost no defense. What do we got? 4 Roaches. Oh, there's a bunch of slow Zerglings, 2 Queens. But that's a fair number of gateway units coming in. NBear's dilly-dallied with this a little bit, but it looks like Farsa with the cheeky opening may now be in trouble. Oh my god, NBear is focus firing though, rather than A-moving. And that's always going to get you in trouble. The Stalkers are going to take down all the Zerglings. Looks like they should be able to overwhelm the Roaches as well, but the Reinforce could definitely cause problems. Look at that Stalker! Stalker goes walkabout and totally dodges the Roaches. Oh, this is really nice micro from NBear. Unfortunately, the Spine finishes it. It's just going to kill him anyway, I think. 6 Zerglings come in from behind. Zealot's going to have to warp in to deal with that. And Zerglings come out with Ling Speed. These Stalkers are going to go down. Oh my god. Okay. Zerg is held. Fada has held on, is down 6 workers. So it's definitely looking like NBear is still in the lead here in that regard, but there's no tech for Zerg. For Protoss, sorry. And Protoss has got no wall off and 0 respect for the situation they're in. Why are they warping in on the other side of the map still? Mate, the Lings, you saw mass speedlings. You gotta respect that shit, dog. Stalker's warping in there. That mineral line needs to abandon ship right now. Oh, he doesn't mineral walk, which means the probes all get stuck. And these units coming back very slowly to defend. Oh, okay, this is a nice run by from Farsa. Let's see, does Farsa use shift here? Yes, queue it up, baby. Queues up the rotate there. NBear is trying to like block this. Oh, that's actually a pretty damn good block. Well done. And then queues these Zerglings to split them up to attack and focus fire down some pylons. And trying to use shift once again, I think, in a moment. Try to get down the ramp. Whoa, the Sentry force fields his own probes from getting back into the vein. Does trap the Zerglings here. But this is kind of hilarious. You can see that does NBear know how to A-move? Because NBear's like doing quite a lot of things in this game. Like there's pretty high APM, but it feels like NBear is like right-clicking on the actual Zerg units a lot of the time. There we go. There is an A-move on the ground this time around. But the Zerglings are even getting damage done there, forcing the probes to fight. Behind this, Farsa is up on 34 workers versus 27, which means the third base is actually going to start getting some work on the next round of drones. And that's where the lead could lie. The Zealots and the Stalkers come down. And, oh, okay, this time a bit of a better hold by NBear. Couple probes go down, maybe 1, 2, 3. Brings up the total to 14. Overall, though, it looks like NBear is in a good spot. Just no tech and still a super basic army. Meanwhile, Farsa is like, okay, I don't really have any units to queue up right now, but I guess I try to go Spire and Roach Speed after the shenanigans. Does he know about the pylon? He doesn't know about the forward pylon. That's still just Sentries and Stalkers for NBear, who's now taking the gases on the natural, but hasn't put back on the gases in the main. No Twilight or anything like that. So this is like the most basic Protoss army you could possibly be using. On the other hand, Farsa is just building random ass spores and spines right now, and the drone count is actually getting really low because it hasn't continued to build any workers. So Protoss is just going to keep building mass gateway units with no blink, no charge, nothing. And, I mean, I'd be worried about the muters, but I don't know if there's going to be enough for it to really matter. I mean, like, there's no forge. I feel like this is the sort of number of muters where if the Protoss attacks right now, probably wins. Or if the Protoss just gets a cannon and a battery in each mineral line, they're kind of okay as well. Because both sides are on such a low economy. They're both so blind on the map. Like, no one really, like, there could be an army you wouldn't know till it's at your doorstep. And save for fodder, it's like, you have no idea what's happening out there. Wait, 2 Stargates go down, that's perfect. Might be able to get some Phoenix out, at least after the first wave of muters. So, NBear, it's the mass gateway into super late double Stargate. Does take a third base, which is kind of nice. And NBear is actually up on 45 workers, so a 10 worker advantage. But muters are going to surprise in the main base, and that lack of map vision is definitely going to come back to bite you in the butt here. NBear, you really don't want to move out right now. It's actually going to do a hallucination scout. Super pro. Holy shit. And the Twilight Council's on the way as well. Those muters taking a while to fly in right now, but an undefended main mineral line. Let's see how quickly NBear reacts. The muters gonna come in. An Overseer has been queued to scout it up. Not bad, not bad. And what do we got? Okay, Stalker's warping. It hasn't pulled the probes though. You gotta pull the probes. It's gotta be the first order of business. And look at that. Rotates to the natural, but the Stalkers are already there. Uh-oh. And Farda's got to get the heck out of Dodge. So good reaction overall. That was not that many workers. 6 extra workers have been killed. And it's still an economy advantage for Enbear, who now puts back on mining in the main. He's trying to build Phoenix. He's a little supply blocked, but the Nexus will unsupply cap that. Roachling's going to join up on the ground. 13 drones start up now for Farta. Muta's going to fly in towards the main base. Ooh, main base still undefended. Zerglings are going to get ravaged in the natural, but the Muta's going to do good damage in the main. That being said, Enbear once again pulling those probes away really well. I mean, oh my god, the Roachling is getting massacred right now. The economy's taking a big hit though for Enbear. Enbear's got to get on top of those Mutas. Remember, it's not that many Mutas. The Zerg is built up to double the economy now with this damage, and maybe even a little bit more than that. The Muta's going to find the third base as well. The probes ran there for safety. It ends up being a bit of a death trap. And shouldn't have ran out into the woods. I think it's got to be an all-in counterattack from Enbear. I think at this point, I mean, maybe you could bring it back. You got such a big army. There's hope. But you got Charge on the way. You've got Phoenix, which will kick the crap out of the Mutt-Mutts. I think Farda might be dead, guys. Farda's gotten a bit too fancy. He's trying to build some roaches for defense. That's such a big Protoss army. And I think with Charge lining up with this, it feels to me like Enbear is going to be able to just push in and at least kill the third base. Oh, there's only Zerglings building right now. It really needs to be like nothing but roaches, I think. The spines aren't really out there. Those roaches realizing this is a bad situation. Farda pulls back for now. Oh, the Spore. If the Spore can deal with the Phoenix, the Mutas might actually add something here. Third base is in big trubs right now. Oh, trying to build more Overlords. Farda is massively supply blocked. Oh my god. Okay, a few Overlords pop, but it's only Zerglings being built. That's definitely not the right unit. So much money in the bank. Should be building roaches. The Mutas come in to provide the roaches on the top. You know what, guys? Charge is going to finish after almost all the army's gone down, which is pretty damn good for Farda. Now, the Protoss comes on in, is taking a fight as best he can. The Phoenix actually can kill Overlords during this, but because so much is dying, I don't think that matters. There's no reinforcement for this army, just like the previous push. Oh my god, how often do we see this? Where the Protoss just doesn't reinforce their push at all. There's a pylon right there. You can be warping in Zealots. You got... Well, I mean, it's only 4 gateways, but imagine if 4 more Zealots came in and then another 4 during this fight. Enbear's not reinforcing, and so Farta does hold on and survives, weathers the storm, and immediately rebuilds a third, rebuilds a fourth. Is going to bounce back from this. 18 Zerglings in production as well. Some roaches coming across the map. The force for Enbear is still... It seems to be this kind of like... Stalkers, a couple Zealots, a Sentry, a couple of Phoenix. I actually think with the third being up, you know, you should be able to bounce back here, right? And Bear is probing back. This game can go on. This game can go on both sides. I've actually... Oh, actually, that might just kill. That could be the kill move. Are we going to see some queue-up commands to finish it off, Farda? Are we going to see some Ling backstabs or something like that? Looks like we might just see a bit of an old A move. I don't think we're going to see too much queuing other than spamming corrosive biles on the face, and oh, Stalker and a Sentry just get taken down just like that. Are we going to see biles on the Phoenix maybe? The Phoenix are disabling Ravages, but they're not actually doing any damage. Biles landing. One of the Phoenix does go down, and that's it. He's in on top of the third base, and the drones queued up around the base being annoying. The double hatcheries just to distract and annoy actually managed to do enough economic damage, and Enbear was so close to killing with 2 separate counterattacks in this game, but just barely hung on, did Farta, and and unfortunately the Protoss has found himself on a bit of a low gateway count. Actually, if he just built some Void Rays, he could have defended this. He's building more Phoenix right now. Oh, that's a bit of a bummer. Well, oh, Biles! Biles, mate! Oh, the Stalker's just got absolutely vomited on, and that's going to be that for game 1. Farta there with some lovely cute Overlords, some cute drones, some cute little Ling harassments as well. Not bad, not bad. I got to say, I got to pay it in a very fun game. Let's go straight to the next one. All right. We're going into game 2, and did this player literally make their account name? Did they change their name for this challenge? What the hell, dude? This is Shift-Click Hero. Shift, of course, is the queue-up command for this challenge. So, Alexandros over here in the bottom right, the Protoss player. I think I do have an Alexandros in my community, but I don't think it's the most uncommon name, so not 100% sure. Usually these are ladder games that people have sent in, but maybe it's 2 people playing the challenge, which would be interesting. That last game was a bit of a shit show. It's always incredible because, like, I love watching those sort of games where, like, the Protoss player is, like, I know how to like quickly pull workers, put them back on gas, you know, I'm blocking my ramp with micro, but like never builds a wall versus Zerg, and also doesn't like warp in at the front while attacking or go past just basic gateway units for 10 minutes. And I'm like, you're so good in some parts of this game, but like you don't build a wall versus Zerg. I'm like, that's like living in the really bad part of town, and you're just like, no, I don't just leave my door unlocked, I leave it propped wide open, and a pile of jewels and gold and you know, my wallet open with all of its credit cards and everything just sitting there on a little counter right in clear plain view of anyone walking past my house. You're like, yeah, that's fucking insane, dude. But this is a new match. It's a TVP. The probe comes in, does a nice little bit of harassment, and it's going to be drill on probe. A bit slow to pull the second SCV. That really delays that barracks. Shift-click hero should have already started the orbital and the Reaper by now, or Marine, whichever one it is. But that's a bit of a delay. Orbital and Marine do start coming out now, and oh, look at that! Gas steal and cues the probe to run away. So I wonder if this is Alexandros who's actually sent this challenge in. Gateway, Cybercore, and a second pylon over there. It looks like a bit of a one-basey opening for Alexandros, who's now going to go for that Nexus. And just does not want Reapers jumping in here. Unfortunately, it's a Marine first, so completely unnecessary buildings in this scenario. But Shift-click hero pulls another SCV to the front. He's going to try and build that second depot, the reactor, the factory, drop-in mules. Command center's on the way, a fair bit quicker than this Nexus. But what are we going to do? 2 gates. So Alexandros going straight for a second gateway. Okay, fascinating. And that Cybercore's there. We've got Warp Gate on the way and a Stalker on the way as well. Haven't really seen too much interesting stuff. This probe keeps hanging around. I'm going to keep trying to select units. I mean, we've got some good basic building, queue back to minerals from Shift-click hero. Which is, you know, well done. Well done. There's some just general good queuing micro being used. Twilight Council on the way. What is this building placement for Alexandros? What is this? There's no pylons covering the bases, and we've got 1, 2, 3 pylons in this awkward, like, great wall. Like, what is this line of buildings? Some people have such gross base layout. It upsets me. We're gonna have factory swapping over and lots of Hellions. Bunker with 2 Marines is there. There's already a pylon at the front, which is weird. Blink is on the way. At this point, I want Alexandros to double down. I want to see like gateway, pylon, pylon. I just want to see like this weird wall go north along the map. And more Stalkers building right now for Alexandros. Liberator's on the way for Terran. Okay, so it's going to be like a Hellion run by plus a Liberator. The thing is, none of this is actually good at defending against Blink Stalkers. And there is 2-gate, 3-gate Blinkstalker on the way from Protoss. Now, Protoss is in a really bad economic position, being even in workers with Terran this early. But Terran, I mean, yeah, like I said, no tech lab, no second barracks. So, yeah, you're going to kill maybe lots of probes with the Hellion Liberator, but what then? What then, mate? What are you going to do after that? Because the Stalkers are going to come in, that 4th gateway on the front. It's going to be 4-gate Blink. Liberator's coming in. So Liberators are going to queue into the main. The Hellions are queued into the natural. Shift-click hero showing how it's done. But it's a bit mistimed. The Hellions are going in very early, and the Stalkers are there. I think that's a good pullback from the Hellions. Alexandros at least distracted by that. And then the Liberator flies on in. Sentries and Stalkers do react, or at least one Sentry, 1 Stalker reacts. A good pull of the probes by Alexandros. Unfortunately, those 3 are still there in range, as is that guy. So that Liberator does get 4 kills, tries to unsiege, but does get taken down. Now, Widowmines are coming out behind this, but spotting that there is a proxy there and realizing Shift-click hero, where's your extra barracks? He's going to build a 3rd command center. You greedy dog. What the fuck, man? Oh my god, he's not building any fighting units right now. Shift-click hero. Hello. He's like, oh, I need a gas geyser, a 3rd command center, and an engineering. But okay, finally barracks are going down, but I think it might be a little too late. Oh my god, the Hellions are trying to depower this gateway. If they should really commit before they get out of it. They've said kill the... Yeah, oh, a Stalker goes down to the Widowmine. Oh, he queued an A move. He thought he queued them to right-click home, but he queued A moves after killing the pylon. So even after killing the pylon, the Hellions stayed in fort, which is a bit of a bummer. But guess what, guys? Those Hellions have been queued up to come down here, and they might do a very powerful backstab, anything to buy time. There is still nothing extra behind this opening. Oh my god, it's been like a few minutes. If you lose that bunker, you're dead. Okay, Shift-click hero wisely has a few SCVs ready on auto repair. And, oh my god, they're repairing each other, not the bunker. Pull more SCVs to repair. He's putting workers on gas right now. Shift-click hero. Oh my god. Okay, okay, he does pull more. He really needs to focus the sentry down, I think. The sentry is finally going to die, but its Guardian Shield reduced the damage so much there. Quite a few SCVs go down, but I think at the end of the day, Shift-click hero is fine. As Alexandros doesn't really use Blink Micro, just kind of A-moves it. Loses another Stalker on the way across the map. Okay, these Stalkers are moving out. Guess what? Those Hellions, if they run in, they could do big damage. There's nothing at home right now. There's a lot of barracks, tanks building. As the Marine Marauder count grows, Shift-click hero should be fine, especially with that third command center finishing. Shift-click heroes even in workers. And yeah, tank, a bunker, a Marauder there now. Alexandros is in a pretty wounded position, is now going to probe back up, repower the gateway on the front. Oh, don't run in there, Alexandros. He's going to blink right on top. Oh, that's going to be painful. Oh my god. I mean, does get the tank barely, but that was like 5 or 6 Stalkers. Oh my god, what a disaster. It's a disaster, mate. And Shift-click hero promptly F2s in panic and pulls the Hellions home. This is kind of great. It's kind of great. Alexandros, take a third to 4th base, please. Oh my god, how many gateways does he? He's got 7 gates. Plus the one on the front's at 8 gate. Wow, he's got crazy production up already. Just doesn't have the economy to support it all and is just throwing away Stalkers. 12 Stalkers into the meat grinder so far. Now, Terran is back on the SCV production. Still doesn't have add-ons, though, on some of these barracks. And it is only 4 barracks, so 2 without add-ons. So that's not really 2-base production. You need to have 5 barracks. But there's a lot of units being built, so, you know, maybe it can work out. Now, did he... What? Okay, I was like, is he just going to fly through the middle of the map and lose this drop to Stalkers? Well, he's actually queued it into the bottom. And Alexandros, even with no map vision, has so many Stalkers in the main and is super ready for it, assuming he gets on top of it. Now, these units are splitting up. Some Marines are there. The army queuing across the map is like all split up into different little squads. Let's warp in. The Marines will deal with that. But at the same time, the drop comes in. Oh my god. Oh, the Stalkers. Oh my god, the Stalkers take down 1 medevac. They're going to blink on this. But the Stim Bio will do okay. Stalkers on their own, not very good versus Stim Bio. Zealots warping in. He's going to take out quite a few of those Stalkers. At the same time, these units have queued into the natural that he's stimming in from 2 sides. Shift-click hero is making it happen with a 2-pronged attack that was queued up ahead of time. The Bio comes in on the front. The Zealot's going to come down, though, and they should be able to clear that one up. Oh! Yeah, once the Zealots are on the tank, it cannot shoot them at point-blank range. Quite a few Stalkers do go down, though, which is pretty damn nice. That Zealot takes a while to kill a siege tank. The Marines? No! They saved the siege tank! You're kidding me! Oh my god. Alright, Shift-clicker is done. Alexandros just cannot keep up. The probes that were pulled to help with the fight in the main there. For some reason, Alexandros has gone 2 Stargate Void Ray. Is this 2 games in a row where people think randomly building Void Rays in the mid-game is good? It's questionable against Zerg. Against Terran going Bio, it makes absolutely no sense. I mean, this is... Is this what happens when you base your strategy off the complaints people make on the Battle.net forums? So you're like, Void Rays are unfair but 4v4 games. And you're like reading through and you're like, oh, they think Void Rays are unfair? I'll build them in the worst situations to do it. Thank you very much, Shift-click hero. Was your name already this? Did you rename your account for this? What? Well played, mate. GG's. Oh my god, last but not least, the return of the guy who had the most famous game from the last Queue It Up Baby challenge. That's right. This absolute mad lad, the man who queued up multiple casts of Spawn Locusts. He queued up multi-prong harassment over a 7-minute period. He literally queued up attacks 7 minutes before they were hitting. This guy's a psychopath. It is Omamorki. Reppin' Taste the Bacon there. Me clan. In the bottom left, we've got Uncle Freddy, who's going for a gas first build. So a nice quick gas, going to open the tech up a little bit faster than normal. And is going to send an SCV out to scout pretty early as well. Rather wise when you're worried about the cheesy shenanigans people get up to. What's... Okay, Morky sends 2 drones down. He's going to go hatch first. Meanwhile, this drone... What is he up to? Just going across the map for now. It looks like he's just queued up A move to there. Okay, so he's queued the drone to head over there. Behind this, looks pretty chill, just gas and then pool, I imagine. SCV's gonna go into the main. Drone's gonna come over and see what it can. Is it just a Captain Dickhead? Looks like a Captain Dickhead drone. So this drone's job is to harass and be annoying as fuck. But Uncle Freddy, or Uncle Freddy, I should say, pulls an SCV, gives it a bit of a drilling, says, "Taste your own medicine, dickhead." And that drone is already heavily wounded, so not really going to be able to delay the command center by very long. Actually, wait, the other SCV backs off. And you know what? He's already at 400 plus minerals. Wait, orbital does go down though, actually. So Uncle Freddy doesn't really have the money until now anyway. And the drone there queued up to block it, but he was going on a bit too wide of a pattern, so the command center does get down. Second depot goes down immediately to complete the wall off there for Uncle. And there is a Reaper out. It's just going to chill for a moment. Now that drone is heading home to mine. Let's take a look at the Overlords. So this Overlord has been queued over to the Pervert Pillar. This Overlord here has been queued all around the map and then to the secondary Pervert Pillar outside the natural. So just checking for proxies and then heading over there. Link speed's on the way. Now, Omamorki is one of these players who is just like, old man, me not play very competitively anymore, but me still love playing, right? And me now get pleasure from cheese, and oh my god, citizen's arrest! A drone for a Reaper, I'll take that trade any day. Nicely done by Omamorki. Just goes right past the Reaper before surrounding and attacking it. If you attack it straight away, it gives it the attack warning and they might react in time. Waits till he gets the surround and then all over it. Meanwhile, Zerglings were queued out the right side of the map to dodge the Reaper and to go over here. And look at that, the Zerglings are going to deny the command center at 99%. It's at 71 seconds out of 71 seconds that they managed to deny it. The reactor's a very vulnerable structure there. He's going to try and swap it around, but Uncle Freddy needs to get repairing that reactor right now. Right now. Oh my god, the factory led, and then the tech lab. Oh my god, he's blocking his SCV. You need to repair it, you absolute donkey, Freddy. No, one SCV can't out repair 3 Zerglings, you silly Billy. Oh man, he loses the reactor, he loses the SCV. That was actually comical. It was about to repair, but then the SCV was like, oh, the factory wants to land here, goes back, tries to go this way, the tech lab lands and starts. That was an absolute effing disaster. Oh my god. And you know what? The Hellion does come out. The SCVs will defend. But that command center massively delayed. Loses the reactor, which is a huge structure. That's basically 2 full rounds of Hellions that you miss out on there. 4 Hellions short you're going to be. And this gives Morky all the time in the world to be even more annoying. Zerglings are finally going to just get taken down here. But what an absolute disaster for Freddy. Just queuing a few Zerglings across the map. So much damage for Morky. He's going to take this 3rd base there. He's got a lot of queens coming out. Doesn't really have a lot of injects going down or anything like that. Roach Warren's out though. Lair as well. Oh, Lair and Roach Warren. Are we going to see Tunneling Claws? Please tell me. I want to see Burrow and Tunneling Claws go down. Come on. Come on, Morky. He's already builded 3 roaches. He's going to go Roach Speed first. Okay, no Tunneling Claws to start. And Zerg's going to clean up this SCV. We've got a Liberator coming out for the counter pressure. 3rd command center on the way at a pretty good timing for Freddy. So Freddy realizing, all right, I'm not really pressuring right now, but I can still just kind of get that pressure across the map. Or get that economy going with the very light pressure. The SCV count really sucks. How many SCVs did he lose? He lost 5? Oh my god. That's really painful. Pervert Pillar Overlord does see the Liberator on the way though. Not sure if Morky will notice that or not. Morky right now is queuing Overlords. He's just, or sending them out, I should say, all over the map. Evo Chambers coming up. Alright, let's see. What else? What's he doing? So he's just, nothing crazy happening. He's just getting set up right now. Roaches, Roach Speed, some Zerglings being mixed in. 3rd base is about to finish. Infestation Pit's on the way. So the Liberator's going to hang out on the far right side of the map. It's going to wait. So it's going to be a 2-pronged pressure. Hellions on the left, Liberator on the right. It's a classic 1-2. And an Infestation Pit's on the way. That's Omamorki's favorite with this challenge. He loves those swarm hosts. Extra barracks going down at home for Freddy, who does hit a bit of a supply block, but drops a depot there, starts a few more on the front. Is going to keep up that production. Now that Liberator there is selected right now. He's going to queue it in. All right, Liberator's going to siege in the main. Hellion's going to run it in the left side. Morky did not notice that Liberator coming across. And it's going to actually cause a bit of a ruckus, dude. Dude, he's not reacting at all. He had an Overlord on top of those Hellions. Oh my god. Oh, Mamorki. Oh, Mamorki. The map awareness. Or complete lack thereof, I should say. Dude, he had complete vision of those Hellions for the last 3 minutes. They were sitting under an Overlord. He sends his roaches over there to deal with it when they'd already started driving into his base. Oh my god, he just lost 20 workers. That Liberator does finally get cleaned up by the Spore, but holy crap, that was way more damage than he wanted to take. And now he's wounded, he's bruised, he's on 16 workers. I mean, he's pooping creep around the map. He's going to use that to drop creep tumors, which is adorable. So you can see, oh, look at that, he's queued it. Which queen? Which queen has he queued that with, though? It's this queen. Oh, okay, so he's got a queen on the map, and he's going to queue it to build creep tumors there, and he's going to try and go around and just drop creep tumors, active ones, with this queen where all of his overlords are. That is awesome. Awesome, beautiful genius. Queue it up, baby style, right there. A couple Swarmos are on the way, but his economy still absolutely sucks. So he's going to get these creep outposts going. The Terran is in a much better position right now. 40 SCVs, triple orbital up, barracks, tank, starport, all kind of working away very well. Tunneling claws and burrow, yes! Okay, so he's gonna go tunneling claw roaches as well. His economy's still so weak that he really needs to redrone. He's got so little cash. He's got 11 workers in the main, 7 in the natural, and then 7 in the third. So was that 18? 25 workers on minerals. That is so bad. It's not even a 2-base economy right now. This is not looking good in terms of economy, but his creep spread is absolutely brilliant. I would love to see him queue up a few more of those around. It's just a bit low on energy. Now, these swarm hosts have been queued. He's queued them around the edge to come down, to throw locusts, and then to run all the way back across the map around, and then to attack from another angle. So, guys, this is the famous Omamorki swarm host harass. He has got these swarm hosts. I've been talking about this for years because it's so funny. He says, you guys move there, run forward, throw locusts from this point. I think that's the locust throw. Yeah, and then run back. And by the time they get to the next locust throw command, they'll have spent so much time running around that it'll be actually off cooldown. So it'll be able to activate it again. And look at that, the locusts come in, they get a mule or two, a couple SCVs. Now the tank, the bio is pretty well prepared. Doesn't do too much, but it's only 3 locusts. So that's totally fine. And look at this, he's queuing more creep to spread into these poop zones. Oh my god, this is amazing. The Set Tower sees some Ravages there, so he scans it and he goes, oh, okay, it's just a few Ravages. Let's clean that up. Meanwhile, the Swarm hosts making their way to the right side of the map. Baneling Nest is on the way. He's back up to 38 drones, is Morky. And his Ravages here, he's going to try and micro those to get out of hell, but oh, he's in trouble. Ooh, the Biles actually kill a Medevac and a Marine there, which is not too bad. The Swarm hosts, I think he actually manually controlled them. He did. So he saw his Swarm hosts were actually going to run into dangerous territory, and he actually ends up queuing up new commands. So he's queued up them to throw locusts there. Oh, he's changing it though. He's panicking. He's like, oh, the army's right there. I don't know if I really want to do that, man. So he's gonna back off with the swarmers. He's gonna have to refresh those orders in a little bit of time. He's just gonna kill the sensor tower for now by the looks of it, which is not a bad idea. But the bio gets on top. Only ends up killing a single marine. More Roachling is on the way. We've got a Dropalord and then 2 more Dropalords on the way. Overlord speed being made also. So it looks like maybe Baneling drops being queued in is going to be the next order of the day. 7 queens are out, as well as a handful of roaches and lings, which should be enough to deal with this double drop. Freddy has such a bigger army right now. His 1-1 upgrades are about to finish. He's got an armory on the way. 4th command center. Oh my god, and adding up to 6 barracks. So production's starting to get there. Tunneling claw roaches. Oh no, they were queued right through. He happens to scan for the creep tumors, sees the burrowed roaches. This is not going Morky's way. Luckily, his swarmers do hide just out of vision. His creep tumors all over the map right now. This is the power of doing those little islands of creep spread everywhere. It's also something where once Freddy's out on the map, I think he's going to struggle a bit more. But right now, he seems super well prepared for any of this. These roaches are queued to unburrow, but the tank is covering them. And they're only going to kill a few SCVs. I mean, he's not watching this at all. Remember, Morky queued these to just unburrow in a mineral line, and he's letting them do whatever they're going to do. But none of it's finding the big damage. He kind of needs Freddy to get out on the map and out of position a little bit for this to work. Oh, the medevac does end up going down there, but a couple of queens fall as well. Now, you might notice, guys, these Marines do not have combat shields. That's right. They are... Yeah, there's too much chaos going on. And so those Marines going down pretty damn easily. The Ling Bane's still looking... Oh, it's a distraction. He's queued this in as a run-by on the natural as a distraction so the Baneling drop can get in the main. And those Zerglings not going to find anything, but this one in the main. 3 Banelings, 2 Zerglings. The Zerglings drop, then the Banelings come down. Ooh, okay. Wounds quite a few of them. Doesn't get massive, crazy damage by any means. He's up to 18 SCVs killed in this game. So Morky's doing some little bits of chip damage. And he is up to 4 bases himself behind it, but still definitely looking like he'll struggle the longer this game goes. That one Zergling in the back being a nuisance. Swarm hosts are queued up. Burrow Roaches queued up as well. He's building another squad of Swarm hosts. He's building a few Infestors. Does not have many upgrades, and 2/2s on the way for Terran. So if there's just enough 2/2 bio, there is nothing from Morky that can really deal with that, because his upgrades are so far behind with just +1 range. Those Locusts going to come on in. If he could kill the turret, it would open up the opportunity for the Roaches. For now, the Roaches are just pausing outside. Morky realizing, hey, this guy's just camping at home right now. I can't really find a way in very easily. And actually, the high ground, oh, that's raised. The depots are raised. This wall's raised as well. Freddy needs to get out there. I think Freddy could just go kill him, to be honest. Especially with 2/2 finishing. Still no combat shields, though. The power of all these distracting harassments being shown there. Oh, no. Morky. Oh, my God. He's got Swarm Host running, and they're getting killed by Bio. This is not working out at all. Dude, Morky's queued up harassment against this guy. It's just not working out. There's, what, a few Infestors. He's trying to swap into Bane Speed Infestor to deal with the Bio, which I guess could work. He at least forces a lift on the command center on the left side. But Morky's in big trouble right now. Oh, Swarmo's going down. Okay. What else we got here? Carapace, second Evo chamber in the main. He's going to try to say, I think I need some generic units. I think I need upgrades to actually take this down. Combat Shields has finally been remembered, and it's halfway done. I love that there's bio without medevacs. It's like a drop, but with no way out. Like, what did these soldiers do to deserve this punishment, Freddy? Oh my God. They not laugh at your jokes or something? Jesus Christ. Now he's going to push out the right side of the map, but a lot of medevacs. There we go. Okay, they are coming across the map now. It's a big push. It's a big push. Morky's army is absolute trash. It's a handful of shit units. He's so dead. He's got 4 more Swarm Hosts on the way. What's he going to do with them, though? Like, what? I don't... Like, this army is absolute trash. Unless he lands the best fungals of all time, which he's not going to do. I mean, that being said, I guess he can just give up ground and then maybe fall back. He's got a hive on the way, just adding more and more Swarm Hosts, but they kept dying. That's why he keeps doing it. I'm just going to scan and shove in here is Freddy. So Freddy is going to push on into this base right now. And, okay. Ling, Roach, Baneling, Infestor there. Locust going to be thrown. I don't think they're going to do too much. Watch for the fungal, though. Watch for the fungal! Oh, okay. Oh, that was a pretty juicy fungal to start. Oh my God, a lot of fungals going down there. Ooh, that's a lot of bio taking some losses, but the tanks still stand. A lot of the bio still stands. It's 2/2 bio versus 0/0 Ling Bane. +1 Carapace is about to kick in. He does have this base over on the left side, where Morky, of course, can kind of transfer everything. He's going to go for Broodlords now and try to make that work out. But Uncle Freddy has just deflected him at every single turn, and we are seeing the Cured Up Baby challenge go awry here. Morky has tried every single special tactic, and they have not paid off. They have not paid off at all. He's bleeding into this. Oh, that's a sick fungal, but his Infestors run into their death. A great fungal on the left as well, but he's got nothing behind it, guys. Okay, he clears enough of the bio, but he's got no units. What's he building? 18 Zerglings, 7 Roaches. He's got trash upgrades up against 2/2 bio. And it looks like Freddy's got this game in the bag. So Freddy's going to push on in for the win now. Double the supply. Equal economy, but with the mules, the 4th base up, plus the fact that his army is 4 times bigger right now, he can just stim in and win. A lot of the bio is just sitting there right now, so Morky's going to try and run the drones and see if he can survive. But an admirable effort, I think, here from Morky to just... I mean, what's he gonna... He's still trying to burrow Roaches. Actually, if you unburrow those are the tanks, but oh my God, another scan catches them? How unlucky can you get? How unlucky can you get? The number of times he's had his Burrow Roaches scanned just by chance, or he's tried to unburrow in a base and tanks have been covering that area. Oh, this is everything's gone kind of shitty for him this time around. Now, Freddy is taking his time. Freddy's going 3-3, but he's maxed out. He's got a lot of barracks, a lot of bio. He didn't rally, he's just sitting in the main. Finally, he's going to transfer workers over to that 4 starter planetary there. What do we got? 3 Corruptors on the way at a Great Aspire. Morky's like, I could win. I'll make Broodlords, and he doesn't have things that kill Broodlords. It's like, yeah, he's got Marines. He's fine. He's got 3/3 Marines. What's going to be +1 melee Broodlords? I don't care how good your fungal is. The Terran can rebuild armies. You can not right now, and he's making 2 Broodlords there. He's going to make 1 Broodlord on top of his ramp in the main. I mean, he's got Zerglings, but they're so badly upgraded. Some okay fungals, but not really that good. I was like, wow, Olomorki's going to do like a tribute to his old one. He's just going to make it work. It's going to be cool. We're going to see it. And we just got to see it absolutely fall apart and fail. And that is what some of your ICYFAR games should look like, right? So they're going to cute Swarmos in, they're going to throw Locusts, it's going to be really good. And it's like, oh wait, in this game, the Locusts kept just getting, like, landing on army by chance. It turns out when you queue up attacks minutes ahead, they keep landing on army. The Roaches kept getting scanned, and then because he was doing little shenanigan attacks, the Terran was even more incentivized to just sit at home and, like, keep tank siege. So every time Roaches popped up, a Locust came in, the tanks just blasted them. And it was like, oh. And that's actually crazy because the last time it worked so perfectly. I think it was like Zerg versus Protoss. And he was just running Banelings into mineral lines, and Locust kept throwing over the high ground into the mineral line, and the Protoss was like falling apart. But Uncle Freddy stabilizes, stays calm, and weathers the storm. GG, well played, guys. Thank you very much for playing the Queue It Up Baby challenge. Remember, 3 units to rule them all is the challenge for next week. Type 3 units into the chat at the start of the game, and only use those to win. So it's not mono battles, it's like trio battles. Have fun with it. Send me your best replays. I'll cast that one in a couple of weeks. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll catch you next time. Big thanks, of course, to all of our Patreons over there on The Vol of Bacon. A massive thanks especially to Modern Totem, Maxan, Pimp City, Colonel SC, and Apollo God. A massive thank you from the bottom of my heart, guys, for keeping the channel going. See you next time.